Hi, this is Ed Kaminsky from Strand Hill, Christie's International, and the Kaminsky Real Estate Group, and we're live here at the EdZone. The EdZone is a place where we do a live broadcast where we're going to bring you current trends in real estate and tips on how to buy, sell, and invest in real estate. Because it's live, you have the opportunity to ask me a question or our special guests. So be ready for that in just a moment. Today, I want to introduce you to Kelly Keyes-Miller. She is from Key Visions Interior and KVI 360 and has a wide-ranging experience in both interior design and general contracting. The company was founded in 2000 and they design one-of-a-kind virtual staging and renderings for realtors. Oops. KVI 360 custom 3D libraries comprise state-of-the-art method of furniture and accessory modeling. And I want to open to you, Kelly, and just ask you a question. Could you explain what virtual staging is? We obviously have staging in real estate today, and people come in and put in furniture and knickknacks on the walls, but what is virtual staging?
It's a great question, Ed. Virtual staging really is state-of-the-art, and it's really going to be here to stay. It's here for the future, and it's 3D modeling. It's taking something and we 3D model it in our studio back in Palos Verdes, and we virtually set it in an interior that I have designed, whether it's a virtual interior or whether it's a space that a client has brought to us and has wanted us to recreate and redesign.
When you say 3D modeling, is that a new technology that's being put into digital work?
It's been around for a while, but it's a technology that we're using in interiors now, so it's fairly new for us.
Gotcha.
But it's rapidly catching on, and it will virtually it will replace, I believe, traditional staging to some extent because it's much easier, it's much faster. There's no renewal contracts, and there's just lots of other things that are advantageous with it.
So I see you brought a photo here. Is this something you virtually staged, or is that the before?
This is the before.
Okay, good.
If this was virtually staged, I'd be out of business. So this is the before, and this is a home that we've been working on, and this is actually really how it looks.
Okay.
How it looked before.
Okay. So what can it become?
So what we can do is what we've done is we've virtually staged it, and you can see that we've moved the fireplace back. We've literally opened it all up. I've lightened the ceiling virtually, so we can do that digitally with in our studio. We've 3D modeled every piece in here. So the light fixture, the flowers, the sconces here are all 3D modeled. So everything is done virtually, so it looks real. That's the difference between 2D and 3D. It's round and it looks it's actually 3D.
So when someone looks at this, how close is it to reality? Let's just say someone says, "Oh my God, I love what you've done. Can you recreate it?" Like I know when we go look at paint colors in the store, and you look at a swatch of paper, and then you paint the wall, and you're like, "Oh my God, that's not the color I bought."
Right.
So how much of this really stays to what you see in these virtual pictures?
It's about 90%.
Is it really?
It's absolutely there. So the wallpaper, we actually provide the realtors or the clients the swatches of fabrics, so you can see exactly what it's going to look like when it's staged. So we take all the guesswork.
Actual
fabric,
yep.
And
that's right there.
And so we take the guesswork out of it. We
Okay.
help the clients envision exactly what it's going to look like.
So when would you recommend a home buyer to consider, let's say, hiring someone like you to do this to a home?
Well, probably as soon as possible. As soon as they decide that they're going to do a remodel and or build a house. If we wanted to build a house virtually, they can see what it looks like ahead of time. So it takes all the guesswork out, which is a big deal.
So can you actually work off of builder plans?
We work off CAD files and builder plans. So the CAD, which is a computer-aided design, files are the best way to do it. If not, we can come and do laser measuring.
Gotcha. So, but this was an actual room that was taking a photograph, and then you redid this one, correct?
Well, photographs aren't involved with this, so that's a great question. We photograph for reference, but that's not at all what we do. Everything here has been virtually done, so virtually 3D modeled, every single thing. So although this room exists, as you can see here, this is actually built in 3D.
Gotcha. Mm-hmm. So when a client sees this, what would you do or not do as it relates to this? Because I know you said you have design background, you have general contracting background. Someone has this room, you make this virtual photo, and they just want you to duplicate this. What part of this process do you do as a company?
Well, we can do it from start to beginning, from start to end. We can do it all. So we can contract it, we can get it done. If you just want the fabrics, if you want just the furniture, we can give you a list of those things.
Okay.
We can also then actually do the remodel and provide all the finishing touches to the end.
Wow, everything from A to Z.
Soup to nuts.
That's amazing.
Yep.
So what else would you share about your company that you do that listeners would want to know about?
Well, I think that we're located here in Palos Verdes, and although we work across the country, we're doing the design here. It's not in some other country, and it's not in somebody else. We're actually doing the design, and being an interior designer and general contractor, I'm able to look ahead and see what the potential of this property really could be. Or if it's a property that is, for a realtor, maybe the paint color is wrong, maybe the floor is out of whack and the ceiling doesn't work. We can change all that, and the client doesn't really have to spend anything to do it. They can leave their furniture there and they can virtually see it.
So what would the cost be to a customer if they wanted to hire somebody, or a realtor, if another realtor saw this and wants to hire you to create a virtual room like this?
It's anywhere between $800 to $1,200. For a larger room, it'll go up to $1,800. For architectural renderings, it's around $2,000.
Wow, that's very reasonable. A lot cheaper than remodeling something and not liking it and having to redo it again.
Exactly. You know exactly what you're going to get.
Right. Well, good. So for your company, why would someone consider yours? I imagine you're not the only company in the world that does this yet.
No, we're not. We're one of the only ones in the South Bay that's doing this.
Because I haven't seen it really elsewhere yet.
There are companies that do a lesser level of this, and there are companies that use something called SketchUp, which is a program that is not a 3D modeled Max program that we use. So we're different in that we're here on site. We can provide it quickly. We actually, when you see this, we are using furniture that is actually in existence. We're not using furniture that's outdated or dog-eared or any of those things. So we're using furniture that is contemporary and that can be purchased right away.
More closer up, I don't know if we got it, but can we pop up a few of those photos now of some of the work that you've done? There's name a couple streets.
There's a couple. Riata is one of them. That was a remodel, virtual remodel that we did. That they couldn't sell the property. It was very, very difficult to sell. There was a fireplace that was protruding into the room, and I virtually took that out and made the room so it's a workable room. It was too difficult to work with without moving that fireplace back. So that was one of them. Calle Miramar was a condo that we remodeled. That was a great example of what we do because the realtor didn't want to spend any money on the carpet. The carpet was soiled and it was a mess. You knew that the person that's going to buy it was going to come in and just take it out. So I moved the kitchen back. With my contracting background, I understood what I could do and what I couldn't do, more importantly, and changed everything around, and it sold quite quickly after that.
That's terrific. You know, I think that one of the bigger questions in getting today is trends. Like what is trending, what's trending in, what's trending out. As design, outside of virtual, what is any current design trends that you think are really important to take notice of today?
Well, that's a good question. That's a loaded question because there's a lot of things coming up right now. The hot color is green, so that's one of the biggest things that's trending right now. Indoor, outdoor, having the doors wide open all the way up, and use pocket doors and using those. That's probably the biggest trend.
So indoor outdoor lifestyle.
And transitioning the flooring from the inside to the outside using the exact same flooring so it feels like a bigger space.
Gotcha.
So that's very, very important. And always automatic blinds. Automatic window treatments are definitely hot.
Excellent. Great. Anything else you want to add today before we sign off?
Nothing. Thanks for the opportunity. We look forward to this.
I'm glad you came out. You know, I do want to say we're so excited we hired you for 409 3rd Street in Manhattan Beach.
Right.
I just saw your first renditions a few minutes ago. They look amazing. I can't wait to show the world and really introduce you to some of our great clients in the future. But great work you're doing. It's, to me, the biggest problem we have in real estate as real estate people is getting people to have the vision of what things will look like, right?
Exactly.
And we see it so much, it's easy for us, but we have buyers today that just can't see it. For you to bring it to real life, I can't tell you how exciting it is for me. I think it's going to make our job easier, buyers' jobs easier, And so thanks for bringing such a great product to
Thank
the
you.
market. It's
I
really
appreciate
exciting.
it. Thanks
You
so
got
much.
My pleasure. So I think that's it for today. If you have any questions you want to send in, even after this airs, we're happy to answer those. Again, this is Ed Kaminsky from Strand Hill, Christie's International, and the Kaminsky Real Estate Group. Thanks for watching.